Welcome to the Matter of Fact podcast vinyl only video series here directly in the middle of the pressing plant. It's Eddie Hale directly from Australia and he played an amazing set. Eddie, how you feel inside a vinyl pressing plant? Have you ever seen one?
No, I mean, this is the first time for me. This has been this thing of connections because, first of all, my label, I press my records here, and we have this connection through the label, and then to see, oh yeah, this is where it gets pressed in this town in Germany. And then they come all, some of them come all the way back to Australia. I mean, it comes halfway around the world, and to see these machines and everyone doing what they love, I mean, for me, it's touching.
Yeah. Nice. And you said something about your label. The releases are amazing. What is the name of the label?
Denude.
It's Denude.
DENUDE.
DND 001. The last one was an
004.
And it was an album?
No. The last one was he's an Australian artist, Mike Bull. It's
but
like
it's
deeper
coming,
kind of techno stuff with a remix from German Tobias. Yeah.
Is there something in the pipeline in the future and on your label?
Yeah, for me it's about quality rather than quantity. So we're not doing this thing where you have to be pushing out a release every month. It's about waiting until everything's fitting because we take so much care with the artwork and getting the right remixer and the right mastering, and all the things have to make a good package. So coming up on the label, another release from Mike Bull. He's sitting on some really nice stuff. As far as my own stuff, I finished a new album within the last year. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet, but it will surface at some point in the near future. I just had a release come out on a Spanish label, Sungate, which they're quite a small new label, but they're doing some really amazing stuff. And the artwork, again, the whole package for me is exciting. They're doing nice things with the art. A few things in the pipeline.
Yeah. Really looking forward to these releases because I really love to play your stuff. Old school stuff, back in the day, Detroit sound, techno stuff, listening stuff. It's just, that's what keeps me attention to the name Eddie Hale, because you released already on my label, on Odd Even, also amazing releases. And finally, I'm totally happy to have you here playing this vinyl only set directly here. Hope you guys liked it. Traveling with vinyl. Everyone is saying like, it's not possible anymore, and but maybe it is.
I've been collecting vinyl for quite a few years now, and for me, actually, it's a pleasure of coming over to Europe and having access to a wider range of music. I mean, we get a lot of stuff that's from Europe sent over to Australia, but to do a big order from stores over here, it costs us a lot to get them shipped. So when I come over, I'm jumping into all the local record stores and I'm digging and then finding a whole stack of new music to then travel around Europe with. And I still really connect with vinyl. I mean, for me to play this format is more magical, I still play digital, but when I can, to be able to play vinyl, it's more tactile, and I'm listening harder and closer to the sounds, for not just mixing, but it's a deeper connection, I think, which you are missing in digital. So I would definitely be going the extra effort to carry some records with me, even if it's halfway around the world. I think it's important.
Yeah, and I think the same. It's possible if you take like 20 records with you. You can do a lot with 20 records, and then you have a USB stick with you for some extra tracks, and you can really do. If I play vinyl, I feel always like a kid playing around with covers. It's plastic. There is something on it. I put it out. I turn it. I have something.
You have the artwork and something to connect with, and the smell, and it's everything.
Yeah,
exactly. I agree.
And if I'm in some countries, I go into the record shop, I buy the record, And if I put this out like 2 years later at home, or I find it again, I actually remember this guy behind the table
Yeah.
on this party, the dinner, or the weather, and it triggers me so much for remember in something.
Yeah,
So it's for me that's the magic of it. What's your favorite record these days?
Wow.
Yeah, I know
That's
that's a stupid question, but is there something?
I mean, maybe. There's always, for me, I have a strong connection with the Detroit sound,
Yes.
where the roots come from. I always find that it's important to understand where the music comes from, which is important over time. Like the younger generation come through and they're not knowing these kind of people from 30 years ago, and it's good to learn that over time. Like everyone, I love these classic Jeff Mills kind of things.
That's what I mean. I mean not the favorite record now, because I have a lot of favorite records that they are like 20, 30 years old. So yeah, it's the right answer.
It needs to be a record that I want to keep on my shelf for a long time. Like if you're just buying something and then 6 months later it's not fitting anymore, the sound has dated. I'm looking for timeless music.
Yes.
And not everyone's doing this. A lot of labels are following trends, and the most important thing in music, I think, is to be yourself and have your own identity, and doing because you love it, not because it's what you think other people are going to like.
Yeah, exactly. You stay in Berlin now for a while and traveling around.
Doing some music stuff with friends. I mean, I've been coming here for 10 years. It's 10 years this year. And I met my wife in Germany.
Nice.
We were both traveling at the same time. Seeing new places and sharing this music and the love for music. I mean, everyone here has this passion for independent art, and I think that's so important. That's what drives me to keep wanting to do this this life, So we're just so lucky that we can be back in Germany, in Güstrow.
Yes.
Yeah, and just sharing these experiences. I mean, this is really special. Yeah.
So talking about records, I have some records here for you. First of all, some slip mats.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
With original screen printing, very nice stuff. And some stuff, from myself, the No One label, the new, my dubby stuff.
I know it, and I'm very excited to see the new stuff.
All the 3 records, and some records we distribute here. Also the Sabra Deon,
I'm a fan of this guy. His stuff is really
and
good.
I asked him if I can give you a promo, because he's also a good friend of myself. And he said, give this to Eddie.
Yeah, give it to Eddie. Perfect. I love this. Yeah.
So you have some records here for you?
Man, thank you, my friend. This is special. And thank you for having me here and to visit.
Thank you for being here. And have a good stay in Berlin. Stay healthy. Stay low, stay strong, stay underground.
Ja, danke, mein Freund.
Dankeschön. Matter of fact.